This is Learning As We Go, a podcast hosted by a married couple raising our family in Indianapolis. Just trying to make it all make sense because I don't know about y'all, but we don't have all the answers. I'm kendrarhim.
And I'm shearhim. This podcast is a way to share our experiences as we navigate millennialhood, adulthood, parenthood, all the hoods really. We still got a lot to learn and a lot to say.
We definitely do. I'm ready to get into it.
Let's get it.
Good afternoon, honey. How are you?
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good?
Yeah.
You ready to get the show on the road?
We got a 1-year-old.
We have a 1-year-old, which is, that's nuts. And that's what kind of the bulk of this episode is going to be centered around, us being parents for a whole year.
Woo!
Which is crazy to think about. It's been a whole 365 plus days now. She turned 1 last week on March 23rd, which is crazy. Like, I can't believe, I can believe it's been a whole year, but I can't believe it's been a whole year. Like, I think that's really wild. So, you want to jump into the question of the show?
Yeah, we can go ahead and do our little icebreaker.
Okay. So, the question of the show is, what was one of your most memorable birthday experiences growing up? One of your most memorable birthday experiences growing up. And I think to put parameters around it, we talking like high school and earlier, like 18 and earlier, I guess. That's your growing up years, right?
That, though. I mean, you get in high school when you was doing birthdays like that.
I think my example was from high school.
Really?
Yes.
You know, fun kid birthday.
I do, but you'll know when I say it, you'll understand why it's pretty memorable.
Oh, okay.
You want to go first?
I guess sure.
You go first.
Okay. Growing up, it was a couple. It was a couple because with my birthday being so close to 4th of July. So it was always kind of like a combo pack. Like, for like 4th of July, my birthday was like put together. There was one where me and my little cousin, we had a joint birthday party. And so this time my birthday wasn't attached to 4th of July stuff, which it was fun, but also sometimes it was kind of like, dang, I can't just get like my own thing. Like it got to be like in combination. But anyway, but this particular one, it was a skating rink. We had a joint one because his birthday is like in the later part of June. And skating rink joint party, it was fun. You got to request a song like each, you know what I mean, to skate to and all that. And like, yeah, that was probably like one of my like I can really remember it.
Yeah.
I mean?
How old were you?
Was that 5th grade?
So you were like 10, maybe turning 11 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Your birthday's in the summer, so.
Yeah, because we only 1 grade apart. So it was like a 5th grader, 4th grader, or like a 4th grader, 3rd grader. Party like that. So.
That's fun. Yeah, that sounds like a fun birthday. I think for me, so it was for my 16th birthday, actually. And it was when I went to Miami with my older brother.
I'm going to say you had a sweet 16.
I mean, because my birthday is close to like spring break and stuff. So it was like, I don't know, maybe a few days after. And I had never been to Florida at that point. I had been on a plane at that point, but I was like a lot younger when I went to Europe. But so it's just a core memory because I got to travel with my older brother. That's the first and only time that I had ever been on a plane with him now. And it was just fun. It was nice. It was cool to just kind of have that experience and go to Florida for the first time and with my older brother, and I was 16. It was a fun time. Okay. So yeah, that was like a really memorable birthday experience for me. So yeah, that's mine. Does that make sense as an experience?
Okay. I mean, I would hope. I mean, as a parent, we talk about parenting though. Like, I would hope that we are able to give our daughter a memorable birthday before 16.
I hope so. I mean, I had other birthday parties and stuff, but I don't know that just that one was. I feel like probably because we've been talking a lot about like travel and stuff lately, just me and you, and so like that's just top of mind. So, but no, that's mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. I mean, so speaking of birthdays though, right? Like we could just segue into it. So we had to do a first birthday party.
We the parents now,
and
we the birthday planners.
It was, would you say it turned out the way we thought it would? Like, give it an overall grade. What you think?
I can't speak. An overall grade, I think I would give it a B plus.
Not an A?
I would give it a B plus.
Okay.
I don't know. I
Why is
get,
that?
huh?
Why is that? Why beef?
I think only because, and probably just comparison. But I'm like, I'm happy with how we did it, but I'm still thinking about like, should we have like done a little bit more food wise? And so that's it. But like, otherwise, I think it was. I mean, it's a solid A minus B plus. But I think overall it still turned out really good. I think the decor and the layout turned out honestly better than I expected because I didn't get to really help bring that to life because I was home. But you and my best friend and her husband all put it together while I was home with Nala. And I really did walk in and like let out an audible gasp. I was like it was just so nice. Like it all really just looked so good. So yeah, that would be my grade.
I would go with an A. I think it was an A because like we had a theme, which was strawberries. I think the theme came to life really well, and also too, kudos to us for staying within a budget. I think that like it's easy to overspend and just keep spending just so you can say you did something or just so you can add another thing when it's like, do you even really need that? So just putting like on like my design hat on or something like you know what I mean, like it's something like, what's the saying, I've been going by like just done is better than perfect. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, we could have kept going and kept going
that's true.
and just
especially in that final week, like leading up to it, it's like, let's just do this, buy this, do that, like order this. Like you could just all of a sudden, like you were cool on the budget and you blew it.
Went down a rabbit hole of like, oh well, let's make sure we got like, if we would have really went deeper into like trying to have like arsenal of food and then be like, oh, this allergy or this person, like, you know what I mean? Just like
it definitely is a rabbit hole,
bro. Like so it's just I think it's an A just because we was able to show some constraint. Yeah. And
I think
stick to a budget.
Yeah, I think what we had made perfect sense still though. Like I think I think it went really well.
So how much did we spend? I think people if we want to share.
So we came out, so first of all we set a budget of $1,000.
Which is crazy, by the way. Like
it is not lost on us that number, we don't say that number lightly because that's not a little bit of money. That's not chump change.
One birthday party.
For a first birthday party that frankly she's not going to remember. Yeah. We're going to remember it and we have photos and things. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean cause then like just asking, like just thinking about it, I'm like, bro, there's no way that like our parents were spending a band on a birthday party, bro. Listen. That doesn't even include gifts. Like, I
mean that, and like, right now Nala's an only child, so like not only that, but like our parents, you got multiple kids and no
birthday. So anyway,
so we had a budget set of $1,000 and we kept an Excel sheet of everything we purchased. And drum roll please, we came out of pocket $974.37. I say out of pocket because we spent more than that, but we had gift cards. Right?
We got some gift cards.
We had a couple Amazon gift cards.
Another thing, the chocolate covered strawberries, that was just money I had in another account from like selling stuff on eBay or whatever. Yeah. Like I just had like, I was like, oh, I just used that money for that. Yeah. So it technically didn't just like come out of our direct like, you know, like paychecks or nothing like that. So yeah.
So that said, with the gift cards and that extra, we spent in total.
What's that number?
$1,324.37.
That's crazy.
So just over $1,300 was spent on her first birthday party on a lot of things that we don't even have anymore. A lot of things that kind of just went in the trash, like balloons and certain specific decor that's like, you're not even gonna keep that. But anyway, so that's how much we spent. Do you think, we kind of already touched on it, but like, that's a lot of money. Do you think we spent too much? Do you think we spent too much money? Do you think we should have scaled it back a whole lot?
I think the key here, I'm gonna just say this. I think the key was that we used our neighborhood clubhouse.
Yes. Oh my God.
Because trying to do it at our house, I'm trying to think how many people that was. Oh, that probably would have been like 2. It could have worked. That's the thing. It could work. We have a
a decent size.
Yeah, we have a modest sized house. Like it could work, but that's not like.
I think it would have worked more if we would have for real been able to. If we would have done it here at the house, and we could have been able to utilize our outdoor space, but like the weather really wasn't.
Yeah,
outdoor. It was really windy that day.
Our birthday being in this time of the year, it's not no guarantee that we could like do something outside.
Exactly.
So for us needing a place to have enough space, and we had a little bounce house. Our neighborhood clubhouse only being $150.
Yeah, it was $150, and you get that like all day. Like we technically had access to it like 8 to 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., which is unheard of. You go to an event center and they want to give it to you for an hour and a half for $1,000. And like what? So that was definitely a key.
So that was probably the key. I think if it wasn't for that, we would have maybe spent too much.
So you think we did good with how much
for a 2-parent household? I think that's cool.
Yeah,
a 2-parent household in 2025 where everything costs like inflation crazy, everything expensive. Like I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Yeah. Do I want to continue to spend $1,000 for a kid's birthday? Not really.
Yeah, no. I think I think I agree with that. No. I think the amount we spent was okay with all things considered. But yeah, so that said, okay, we spent. If we are looking into the future, looking at other birthday plans, 2 years old, 3 years old, etc., and even 10 years old, like going just looking like if we got $1,300, like what do you hope to be able to do in the future? Like what do you hope birthdays could maybe look like, just kind of overall?
I mean, them Chuck E. Cheese boys birthday party we got on a website because I was really messed up. I was really messed up one day. Like I was like, bro, why are we spending so much money? I'm like, let me just look real quick. Cause I asked my mom, I said, when did we start doing Chuck E. Cheese birthdays for me? And she said like 2. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Like 1's probably too early. You don't even really all the way enjoy it. You're not playing.
You just now really learn how to walk and all of that. So that makes sense.
Starting at 2. So I just got on the website real quick and they had it on there. $99 packages for like 6 kids, tokens.
Unlimited play for like 3 hours or something.
Yeah.
Like,
and then you just got to buy some pieces and bring the cake. I'm like, hey, that sounds like
$99 sounds right. Like
$40 on the cake and then maybe another 100 for some pieces and stuff. And then it came with unlimited soft drinks too.
Crazy.
I said, oh.
Like, we can get all that for way less than $500. Like, that sounded like the plan.
Yeah. So, I think that's probably, like, moving forward, what we'll be on.
Until she's, like, for real able to be like, this is what I want to do.
Yeah, I think until we get to that age range where it's kind of, like, a little more thought out, I guess. So, I guess this was our first taste of, like, having to have a more thought out birthday. But then now we can scale it back for a few years. And then I think we'll eventually ramp up to, like, oh, we really got to think through.
Yeah, because, like, she's communicating what she wants for real. Like, so, yeah, that's cool. Future birthday plans. It'll be fun. Whatever it looks like, I'm sure.
I hope we can do some traveling, too. I mean, I know the birthday thing is, like, for everybody to get to celebrate, too. But I would hope that future plans include some travel.
I thought about that. I was going to say, I was like, the travel thing. And then I thought about that, too. I'm like, man, like, obviously, like you said, like, it's a time for, like, families to come together. And traveling, I mean, a lot of times it's only going to be accessible for the parents. And obviously the birthday girl. But, like... It would like, I'm like, how do we like navigate that if like we're traveling? I'm like, do we gotta have like 2 separate celebrations? Like we gotta have something smaller so that the family and friends can be involved. And then like, oh, but like we're actually doing this next week too. In addition, but we didn't want to like leave people out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wonder how we don't really have too many. I'm trying to think close people that have had this problem. But yeah, I'm curious to know like how people probably handle that if they do prioritize traveling. Like how do you do it? Wanting to have something travel related for your kid's birthday,
but also wanting
it to be accessible to
the family and friends at home. So, y'all let us know. Like if that's something you have done, we're curious. Like we're already thinking about that, and we clearly have time before we really get to that point. Okay, so that's kind of thinking about the future. Let's see.
So I mean, so birthday party aside, that was great. That was kind of like the getting to the mountain peak, right? And we had so much change and stuff that happened. You know, converting her crib, to like the kind of like toddler stage or whatever.
Yeah. Changing her car seat,
Milk
upgrading her car seat. That whole milk, no formula.
Yeah, formula's gone. Just
like,
crazy.
There's so much change in the past.
It was a lot leading up to this point. So just looking back on it, like what was some of the things that kind of came easy, right, in this first year? What was some stuff that was kind of the worst of it in this first year? And then also I would like to know what was some just unexpected. And you don't gotta do those all at once.
Okay. I gotta do it in that order. Easier, harder, unexpected. I'll start with the unexpected because I know what that is. Like what we mean by unexpected is like we didn't think it would be easier or harder because we didn't know this was even a thing. And I think for like I couldn't think about whether like it's gonna be easy, it's gonna be hard. I didn't know this was an issue or something to navigate.
Right.
What was completely unexpected for me in this first year was that damn witching hour. I ain't never heard of that. I ain't know what was going on. So she was like, I don't know, maybe 5-6 months or something, and completely dreading like 5 p.m. onward. Yeah. Like she would just get for like 3 weeks, like was just kind of like inconsolable. Like she was just whiny and cranky and angry, and like we're just like trying to just stuff her with formula. And I was like, okay, only so much formula we're gonna be able to give the baby. She gonna get sick. But that was tough. Like, and apparently I looked it up, and it is a very common, very normal thing that happens. That was unexpected, and that sucked. Like I was like,
that was trash.
What is going on? Like
that was a confusing,
very confusing and unexpected time of that first year of parenthood. I was like, oh, this is trash. Yeah. That was a period where I said, oh, we're one and done. I ain't doing this no more. Nala's an only child. Like if you was to ask me then, like, oh, y'all gonna have more kids? No, we're not having any more. Yeah. The shop's closed because this is crazy. Because I mean, you also don't even know how long it's gonna last. Like it was like one of them things where it's like, oh, some babies is a couple days, some babies is a couple months. I said a couple months. I'm not gonna make it a couple months. Like, are you? So that was my unexpected struggle. I was stressed.
Completely unexpected. Yeah. Man, wow, that's a really good one. If I had to just say one off the top of my head, I'd probably say that one. To reduce redundancy, I probably have to say like unexpected for me being dad.
Yeah, because our things are gonna look different from a mom and a dad's perspective.
Honest. If I could be really honest,
you're being honest.
It's like I did not expect to be so protective of her. Did not expect that at all. Like
that's an interesting one.
Like to the point where it was like I really just didn't even want nobody else to hold her though. Like people would hold her, and I would just kind of like have to tell myself to like chill,
stand down, Papa Bear.
Like, I'm like staring, like, bro, make sure you keep that head up right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just like I don't want nobody kissing her, like just nothing. Like I was just so like about her.
You have definitely you've scaled back a little bit. I think because I'm protective of her too. I think it's interesting, but I think a father's protection it just goes to the next level, which is not a bad thing. But because like I had similar feelings too of like feeling anxious about somebody holding her, like especially obviously when she was like really little. But I still think you had me beat on like just like you.
Yeah, no. Somebody would ask me to hold her, I would like be like no. Like you would still kind of feel bad and kind of like give in a little. Like,
I had too much going on postpartum. I didn't have time to also be navigating other people's feelings. I was stressed. But no, that's a good one. So these
dad, like just like when we go for the walks, just making sure she got her little sunglasses so her eyes not straining, making sure like just air like so protected.
So protected. That's a good one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm gonna go up. And what was harder than you thought it would be?
That's easy.
Damn, I had one and I can't remember it.
You want me to go first?
I should have jotted it down when I thought of it. Yeah, you go first.
You go first?
Yeah.
Teething.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know what mine is.
I did not expect.
Oh yeah.
I in my mind, people were saying teething. I thought it was just like a. I don't know. I don't even know. It's crazy. I don't know what I thought it was gonna be. I just didn't think it was gonna be all through the night, middle of the day.
It's tough.
And also every set of teeth that come in twos.
Right.
I thought teething was like, oh, this is for your first like 2 little teeth to come in, and then we done. Like, oh, we made it out the teething stage. Bet. No. It's every time more teeth come in, she get
cranky, clingy. It's tough. And yes to that. And for the people, because Nala, I don't even want to say it was late because it can come at any point from like 6 months on. Yeah. But I had a lot of mom friends, a lot of people like, oh, they baby had teeth at like 4, 5, 6 months. Nala didn't get teeth until she was 10 and a half months. And people were saying like, oh, well, maybe that's going to make it a little bit easier on teething. I mean, clearly we don't have anything to compare it to, but I can't imagine that was no easier than even if she had gotten them as really young. It was hard. Like I was like,
it was hard because she kind of regressed. I think it was worse because we're at 10 and a half months, so we have moved past a lot of that old stuff, the baby stuff, and she crawling.
We doing a lot of different stuff,
and her teething was like for real, making her like a baby again. Like just couldn't
She's
put
an
her
infant.
down, like not sleeping through the night all the way. Like
teething was hard. That's a good one. Okay, that's a good one. I think for me, what was harder than I thought it would be was definitely breastfeeding.
Wow.
I was like, that's obviously really specific to me, but it was hard, and I'm not gonna get all into it because I'm a firm believer in that fed is best. But I did want to breastfeed Nala. We went to breastfeeding classes, like we bought pumps, and we were like prepared to like start this breastfeeding journey, and it was so hard. Like I think it's with the teething, like you knew it would be hard. Like it's one of those things that you knew it wasn't gonna just be a breeze, but it was just again harder than I thought it would be. It was so difficult. It was a full-time job. I'm like, how it gave me so much anxiety about leaving the house, about being away from her that you already have as a new mom, and breastfeeding exclusively just amplified. Being away from her, going out the house, it just was starting to take a toll on me mentally, and I'm just like, this is tough. And I commend moms who do it for a long time, but
how long did you?
We ended up breastfeeding her exclusively for like a week.
It was like a week.
And I mean, you add that on top of just the postpartum like mental load, the recovery, the physical recovery.
Yeah.
The sleep deprivation. I'm like, I also I dedicated my body to my baby for 10 months pregnant, like, and then now it was just a lot. And I just was like, you know what? I was kind of hard on myself about the decision to put her on formula, but ultimately I think it was the best decision for all three of us. I mean, you didn't like seeing how hard it was for me, like the struggle, like, so breastfeeding is my certain answer.
Yeah. I would say selfishly too, it didn't really give me nothing to do. Like as the, you know what I mean, non-birthing parent, right? I didn't do that. And then I don't produce milk. So it was just kind of like, bro, what I'm here for, bro? Like, I don't even
change diapers.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, diapers trash, bro. I'm trying to nurture too. You know what I mean? But like, so going to the bottles and stuff, it kind of actually gave me something to do. It's like, okay, I can, you know what I mean, had them cracked ready to go. Like, so.
Yeah. And there are just so many things that are hard in parenthood. And at that point, it was just like, we need something that's just a little bit easier. Like on this, like, and thankfully it didn't take us a whole lot of tries to get her to a formula she liked, but she took to it well. So that's mine. Okay. And then finally, what was easier than you thought it would be?
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
I'll go first.
Easier? Are you good? Easier?
So what was easier than expected, than I thought it would be? I would say bath time with her. Thankfully, Nala took to bath time really easily. Like ever since she got her first bath at like what, I don't know, like 7 days old. Like, she's always enjoyed bath time, even now that we've like, you know, she's obviously started off in the little infant seat, and now that we've transitioned her into just the tub, like, she has just always taken to bath time really well. Like, and I've just heard I've seen different things, and people having to like really bribe they babies to want to get in the bath, or like bath time is just, the baby be kicking and screaming. Like, no, Nala be kicking and splashing and having the time of her life. And so, yeah, bath time, she makes that a breeze. And I'm thankful for that.
Yeah, I would say, looking back, I'm glad we went to the swimming classes. Like the free
we did
water
do the
activity,
swimming classes.
whatever. We did those for like 3-4 weeks, like a month. We did. When she was a few months old, and I think that really helped. It kind of just started her out with like a good relationship with water.
Yep.
And so now she will, like, you run the bath water, like I cut it on, and she'll just come.
Yeah, she comes right to it.
Go into
like,
it and
she
tries to
really
hop in.
Like, hold on.
Like, be on
fully
the
clothed.
and be like, yeah, fully clothed, trying to put her leg, trying to like get a grip and get in that mud. So
yeah, she loves bath time. I'm happy about that. Like, she likes getting her hair washed. Like, she makes it really easy. So I'm like, yes, girl.
That's a good one.
What about you? What was easier than you thought it would be?
Easier, shopping for her, like clothes shopping, dressing her. It's so easy. She looked good in everything. She made everything look good. Like,
she's so cute.
It's just, oh my gosh. Like, I mean, Old Navy get us right, Target get us right. Like, it's not even like you gotta really go with no fancy brands or online brands or baby boutiques and all that stuff. Like, you don't even need all that. Like,
because the way they outgrow stuff and the way they will have a blowout. Look, stuff has ended up in the trash because we're like,
whole outfits.
That's
trash.
too much shit.
It's everywhere.
Like, I ain't scrubbing all that. So anyway.
So no, that's my one. Easier than I expected. I don't know why I thought it would just be like this headache of a thing trying to get her into whatever size she wearing.
I was gonna say, so do you think it was like trying to figure out like what fits her, or like finding cute stuff, like stylish stuff, or was like both?
Yup, stylish stuff. Price points, I would say, like, things that she could just play in too. Like, that's be like kind of the thing, right? Like, we know we not just playing all day, so we kind of wear what we wear. Like, what's some stuff that still look cute and kid like, but then also she can like crawl around in and get dirty. It's and not tripping. It's like like trying to find a balance. So
that's a good point. Like, okay, she gonna get it dirty, but like. So yeah, we ain't trying to spend $100 on every little outfit. Like, what? Like, so
but still look put together though. Like,
right.
Because we leave the house, we look put together. Like, my goal for us as a family is to like leave the home and like, you know, just for us to like look like we, you know what I mean, got some taste and got some sense and wardrobe. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's been easier though. So far. It could get hard. I could see a point where it could kind of get hard when she start wanting to wear.
Very true. Very true.
She want to be princess tiara, little dresses. And,
we're gonna get to that. I think that's about like, 3 years old.
But
where they want to go to the grocery store in full fairy tale outfits, and
I'd be like, that ain't hitting though. Like, I'm gonna have to tell her.
That's creative expression.
Like, you can be creative. Let's express.
You are a creative. You can't.
Let's express. We got arts and crafts. We got all. You're not ready to express yourself through wardrobe yet. You're not there, baby. Papa gonna handle the wardrobe. She's
gonna have a fit. So I'll be standing in the corner like, that's your battle, and I'm gonna be like, let that baby just wear what she want to wear.
It's gonna be funny though.
Yeah, it is.
But just have to guide her a little bit though. Yeah. That's it. Just give her some. I don't know. I be thinking about that a lot, but like try to give some guardrails. You know what I mean? So like lay some stuff out and be like, okay, but you pick from this stuff instead of just you going there and just grabbing the whole thing. You don't understand all the way.
Yeah, I think I maybe saw on Instagram or TikTok, but like at that age where they're like wanting to have some more independence, like definitely giving them a few choices still makes them, it gives them guardrails, because like, one, is cold outside, you're not about to wear a dress that and your toes out in these sandals. Like, here's your options, but then making them still feel like it was their choice, which I mean in a way it is, but you had some guidance, because you know, because it's 15 degrees outside, you can't wear that.
That's all.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Okay. I think that covers it then.
Yeah, that's everything.
We've been parents for a year.
Yeah, overall, like, just, I don't know if you had, like,
any closing thoughts, final thoughts? I think I have a closing thought about parenthood.
What would you say to, pre-parent you, now that you've been through a year of it, like, looking back?
I would say to pre-mom Kendra that it is all trial and error. Because you see, you go to the classes, you see all this social media stuff. You on Instagram. I was on Instagram and TikTok, just constantly like, "Ooh, I'm gonna say that." Like, "Oh, that's how you gotta have the schedule look like on the day." "Ooh, give them this exact lotion," or like da da da. These babies, when they say babies are different and like just your lifestyle and how you operate is just so different than the next person, it's so true. And like it's trial and error. Like you're gonna try stuff and it might not work. And you're going to try stuff and it is going to work. So like it really is just about, you can look up stuff, you can Google stuff all you want to, but at the end of the day, it's going to come down to what works best for you and your baby. And trial, I have to remind I think that's going to be a recurring theme forever. Like it's trial and error. Like, and that's okay.
Can I piggyback?
Yes, please.
I'm a piggyback but add a little bit different. But like you saying it's gonna look different. For me, that sparked like don't compare. Like if I had to tell like pre-kid Shay anything, it's like don't compare. Like all 1-year-olds ain't the same.
Oh my God.
6 month, 9 month, whatever. Like they not the same, bro. So, like, don't compare.
Very true.
Or don't fall into that looking online, looking at, you know what I mean, my 6-month-old daily routine. You like, man, they 6-month-old got teeth, got this, doing
seriously. Okay,
like,
running. Like what's going? Like it is so different. Like I was just telling you, like my wax lady, she was like, our kids are literally the same age, like same day and year, and her son's not walking yet. But like other babies, I was comparing like all them teeth. Where are baby teeth at? Like babies had full mouths of teeth by that time it was 9 months, and Nala was gummy. Like I'm like,
still.
Hello, like, so comparison.
Don't like just
because what's the old saying? Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah,
comparison is the thief of joy,
kids, bro.
It's not worth it. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your energy. It is literally just going to deflate you and feel like you're doing something wrong as a parent. And 9 times out of 10, you're probably doing everything right. Yeah. And honestly, if you're that worried about it, it probably means you're a good parent. Right? Because you're that concerned about wanting things to be right, wanting things to be good. So if you're that concerned, it's probably a sign that you're a good parent. Instead of just being like, I'm nonchalant, I don't care. But that's that.
Okay. Well, this is the Learn As We Go podcast.
This is Learn As We Go. And I mean, parenthood. I mean, we are learning. Every day.
This was like our first, like, for real parenthood episode.
Yeah. Bro. We didn't even say she started daycare.
Oh my gosh. That's a whole nother.
Like we said, how this changed in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's a whole nother episode.
Yes, crazy. Okay, yeah. That's it.
Y'all. Well, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode.
We will see y'all in the next one.
Bye.